Ladies and gentlemen, it is just about that time. We're going to make sure everybody is staged and ready to go.
She doesn't know the drill. Her hair is always a mess. Catch her stealing.
Judges, MC,
She's beautiful.
take your places.
Smokes a pack a day. You can wait, that's me. But anyway, she doesn't care a thing about that. Hey, she thinks I'm beautiful. Meet Virginia. She never compromises. Loves babies and surprises. Wears high heels when she exercises. Ain't that beautiful? Meet Virginia. Well, she wants to be the queen, and she thinks about her scene. Pulls her hair back as she screams. I really want to be the queen. Daddy wrestles alligators. Mama works on carburetors. Brother is a fine mediator for the president. Here she is again on the phone.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for your MC, Miss Rosie Multari.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Oh, this is so exciting. The finals, the championship. I'm grateful that you're all here with us, and I'm congratulate everybody that is competing today. It's my honor and privilege to first, though, introduce your illustrious judges. On my far right, from West Virginia, is Joey Warren. Next to him is the very lovely Debbie Rushton from the UK. She's not a judge, but she's just as lovely as Kelly Girl is here for her photos. Make sure you see those photos later. And then in our dead center from Northern Ireland is Mr. Fred Whitehouse. But I call him Ted. And next to Ted is Amy Bailey from Arizona. And last but certainly not least, also from Arizona and originally from Wales, is Darren Bailey. Now, if you've ever been with me when I've I don't demo. What am I doing? I'm the MC. If you've ever been here before when I MC, I usually say jokes about the judges. I'll say they're from different places. I'll make sure we talk about their accents. But this year, I'm going to do something a little different. You know, once the competition is going, we're going to tell you some interesting facts about the places they come from. And also, I'm going to include myself. Some people know I'm from a little town called Brooklyn, New York. So I'm going to talk to you about New York. So we'll be talking about these things. But first, are we ready to start with our first? Yes, our first competitor. We're going to be in the beginner improver section, and we have 6 entries. Our first one being Juan Gonzalez, number 50 for the judges, and his dance is called Turning Corners.
It's like I'm hypnotized, got a thing for you. You don't realize you're what gets me through. I cut all my ties with the one I hang on to. Full of deep inside, you're doing what you do. When you're doing what you do. You're the one who gets me through. When you're doing what you do. You're the one who gets me through.
Thank you, Juan. Okay, I'm going to start with New York because it's the first one I have here. The very first pizzeria in the United States opened in New York City in 1905. And it's still, to this day, going strong. It's called Lombardi's, and it's in Little Italy on Spring Street. And I found out there's over 1,600 pizzerias just in the city of New York. And oh, by the way, I should preface this. Everything I'm going to be telling you is from the internet, so it's all true. Okay, Oh, sure. Sure, they'll deliver with 2 or 3 grand. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. They will. Another interesting fact, honking your horn is illegal in New York. Now, if you've ever been in traffic in New York, that's all you hear is people honking their horn. But apparently, walking around topless is legal. And I just mentioned that because I'm also going to be telling you about some interesting real laws that are on the books in different places. Okay, we're ready for our next competitor. And number 51 is Miss Emma Williams. And she will be joined by her friends Rachel and Nicole.
That grass that we've been standing on ain't getting any greener, and that fat that we've been chewing on just keeps on getting leaner. We him and haw about how we ought to head for something bigger, and babe, I think it's time we put our finger on the trigger. It's go time, it's show time. All that I know is I'm ready any minute. We ain't gotta have a ticket, and it don't matter what we use. A freight train or jet plane, motorcycle or Mustang. There's no time like go time, and I'll go anywhere with you. Well, we ain't ventured too far out beyond those city limits. We've seen it all in pictures, now it's time to go get it. So stretch a map across your lap and chart our destination. I'm getting wired, I'm sick and tired of this procrastination. It's go time, it's show time. All that I know is I'm ready any minute. We ain't gotta have a ticket, and it don't matter what we use. A freight train or jet plane, motorcycle or Mustang. There's no time like go time. I'll go anywhere. Albuquerque, Tupelo, San Diego, San Antonio, Tallahassee, Walla Walla, Birmingham, or Buffalo, Chattanooga, Hoboken. Gotta hit the road. It's go time.
Thank you, Emma, Nicole, and Rachel. Okay, I'm going to tell you a little bit about West Virginia. It was our 35th state. No, this is all good stuff, Joe. All good stuff. And it has 5 bordering states. Now, Joey's busy. Well, he doesn't look that busy. I was going to ask him a question. Hurry up, get busy. Can you name the 5 states that border West Virginia? I know. One of them is Virginia. I'll give you hints. Yeah. Ohio, Pennsylvania, Maryland, Kentucky. Also, West Virginia happens to have a record for, I believe it's a high school kid who scored the most points in a game. I'll find his name later. Do you have any idea how many points he served? And he still has the record. 135 points in one basketball game in West Virginia. I guess the rest of the team are slackers. Okay. Other judges ready? All right. Our next competitor, number 52, is Dustin Valcalda, and being joined by Emma.
Who she thinks she is, posting pictures in my favorite bar with some new dude
Thank you, guys. Our next illustrious judge is Miss Debbie Rushton, who comes from the UK. I'm sure everybody can answer this question. What countries make up the UK? And Wales and West Virginia, yes. Northern Ireland. So our three judges are from the UK. But I'm going to talk about England. There's an interesting fact during the Victorian era, which is, just in case you're taking notes, 1840 to 1900, London was crazy about ice cream. And it was a new trend, and they couldn't get enough of it. But it was hard to keep the frozen ice cream cold long enough because they didn't have too many refrigerators back then. So enter an Italian, yay, Italian, uh, Swiss entrepreneur named Carlo Gotti. And he knows that everybody was screaming for ice cream, so he found a way. He built these vast wells under his premises where he lives called King's Cross. And they were 42 feet deep, 33 in diameter, and he could store a bunch of ice. And so he became a first millionaire selling ice so that people could have ice cream. But speaking of ice cream, I found an interesting fact about a law that is actually on the books in Kansas. Anybody from Kansas here? Okay, well, if you go to Kansas, it's illegal to serve ice cream on a cherry pie. So just know that. It's real. It's on the internet. It's real. So you can have it on your apple pie, on your blueberry pie, but don't try to order ice cream on your cherry pie. Okay, our next competitor. We're bringing back one, number 53, and this is called Crank the Party.
Automatic, supersonic, hypnotic, funky, fresh. With my body so melodic, this beat goes right through my chest. Everybody, my body came to party. Grab somebody, work your body, let me see. 1, 2 step, rock it, don't stop it. Everybody get on the floor. Bring your body up, we about to get it on. Let me see ya. 1, 2 step, I love it. 1, 2 step, everybody, 1, 2 step. We about to get it on. Everybody get on the floor. Bring your body up, we about to get it on. Let me see ya. 1, 2 step, I love it. 1, 2 step, everybody, 1, 2 step. We about to get it on. Work your body. Everybody, run it, don't stop it. Work your body. Everybody get on the floor. Everybody, 1, 2 step. Everybody get on the floor.
Thank you, Juan. Now I'm going to tell you something about Northern Ireland. You'll find the best golf course in the world in Northern Ireland, and it's called the Royal County Down. It's been named the #1 golf course in the world by the Golf Digest magazine for several years. And with such an incredible course, it's no surprise that Northern Ireland has produced so many golfing greats. Okay, like Rory McIlroy, Graham McDowell, Darren Clark, and I swear to God, I typed this here, Fred Whitehouse. I did. I want to see it. It was on the internet. It's true. Okay. 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 Here we go. Another competitor, and these are the co-choreographers. Emma Willens is your competitor, and she's joined by Anna Szymanski, co-choreographed. And Their dance is called Westie Work.
Sugar, you get so fly. Sugar, you get so fly. Sugar, you get so fly. Work. So me you the work. See me do me da. See my body work. Okay, now you need to get done and work. Come over. We just need to slow the motion. Don't give that away to no one. Long distance, I need you. When I see potential, gotta see it through. If you had a twin, I would still choose you. But I don't wanna rush into it if it's too soon. 'Cause I know that you should done with what come over. Sorry if I'm way less friendly. I've got people trying to envy. Oh, didn't need a face to say. You pick the time on a play. You spent some time away. And now you need no forward and give me all that work. So me you did work. See me do me da. See my body work. Ultimate feeling. I'm lifted, feeling so gifted. Sugar, you get so fly. 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 You know without the
Thank you, ladies. Now we come up to Amy Bailey, where she lives in Arizona. Arizona was one of the last territories to become a state. I didn't realize this. They were number 48. And even though they've been a territory since 1848, we didn't let them in until 1912. And you'll know why in a little bit. But they did it on Valentine's Day, so that was very sweet. But in Arizona, they have a very interesting law. You can't have a donkey sleeping in your bathtub after 7 p.m. Before 7 is fine, but after 7, he's out of there. And this one, they actually had a description, and they said that somebody was washing down their donkey, and a dam broke and mudslide, and the donkey went down the hill, and it just took a long time to rescue him, and several lives were put at risk. So the law was put there so nobody else takes a bath with their donkey at night. You got to do it in the daylight. You can't make this stuff up. This is real. Okay. Our final competitor in the beginner improver is Miss Laura Gordon, number 55. Oh, she's joined by a crowd. And it's Rebecca and Anthony and Victoria and Leanna and Juan. And a blonde over there that shall remain nameless because I didn't meet her. How are you? And her dance is called Fatal Glance.
She got it, the way she steals the show. Oh, I want it, and she don't even know. Oh, that body, she looking so dangerous, so criminal. She pull me up, then shut me down, and I can't do a thing about it. I feel a rush, can't get enough, but you got me when I'm reaching for you. It looks good, kid. You'd be the death of me, girl. It looks good, kid. You'd be the death of me, girl. Oh, oh. So baby, come look my way. Baby, come look my way.
Thank you, Laura and friends. And that concludes our beginner improver level. And before we start the next one, I'm going to tell you something about whales. Even though Darren lives in the wonderful state of Arizona, he comes from Wales. And Wales has one of the wildest and most rugged places to see is called Pembrokeshire Coast National Park, which is on the west coast. And the best way to explore it is by going coast steering. Coast steering. And it was invented in Wales. It's a unique adventure sport. I'm sure Darren has done this 6 or 7 times. Have you? Yes, when he's in the UK, he does this. And you traverse along the coast of Wales by rock climbing, cliff jumping, and swimming into sea caves. That's what makes him so tough. Okay? Now, it says that you could either jump for 10 meters or you could simply slip easily into the sea. So since Mama don't jump, you could tell when I'm visiting, I'm going to slip. I'm going to slip and slide. Okay, are your judges ready? And thank you, Kelly. Kelly is our representative for the USLDCC. Okay, we are now in the intermediate advanced. And we have our first competitors, number 60. And this is Darren Casey. And Darren is being joined by his friend Juan. Jess, what? I'm sorry. I knew it started with a J. Sorry, Jesse. Sorry. I still got to meet the blonde from the last one. Okay. And the name of his dance is Bring Me Up.
Sean Paul, alongside the big bad Ina. Make them know.
Once upon a time, there was a girl who made a wish to find herself a love and finally make it sweet.
She a brave it.
Then you came around, you healed another stage, and I'm glad about that. I can finally make it sweet. And I know, yeah, I know, many would like to be in my shoes. And I know, yeah, I know, with you I got nothing to lose.
You don't know.
When I'm down, you can bring me up, 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 up. And when I'm hurt, you know I don't need much. You can use the magic touch. When I'm down, you can bring me up, 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 up. And when I'm hurt, you know I don't need much. You can use the magic touch.
Baby girl, it's insane that you feel all the pain and you feel all the mental drain. But you don't know S to the P when we there you figure take you on a different plane. Can't contain all the loving what me got for your girl. Come and want you call out my name. And it's the same them wanna be your main baby girl. You know them a move too lame.
And I know, yeah, I know, many would like to be in my shoes. And I know, yeah, I know, with you I got nothing to lose.
Straight
When
up.
I'm down, you can bring me up, 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 up. And when I'm hurt, you know I don't need much. You can use the magic touch. When I'm down, you can bring me up, 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 up. And when I'm hurt, you know I don't need much. You can use the magic touch.
Yo, yo, kissing and loving and such. She not get enough.
Thank you, Darren and Jason. Okay, I'm traveling back to West Virginia. West Virginia is the home of a nuclear bunker designed to accommodate congressmen and women, including support staff if there's a nuclear attack. The bunker's existence should be a secret, but no, West Virginians have long spilled the beans. on the feature hidden underneath the Greenbrier Resort. And I can tell you this is true because I visited the Greenbrier Resort in 1995, last century. And it's true, it's true. A good friend of mine's mom was the head of the housekeeping, so we got to see some of it. So, but here's another interesting law. We mentioned about this, the states that surround West Virginia. So if you're visiting Joey and you happen to go through Ohio, as well as Oklahoma, you can't make faces at a dog. Yeah, that's a law. Doesn't say anything about your dog making faces at you, but right now, you can't make faces at your dog. Okay, our next competitor, number 61. Well, actually, there's two competitors, co-choreographers. It's Dustin Valcalda and Emma Williams. And their dance is called Better Boyfriend.
I can't believe we're finally alone. I can't believe I almost went home. What are the chances? Everyone's dancing and he's not with you. The universe must have defined us. What am I gonna do? Not grab your wrist. I could be a better boyfriend than him. I could do the things that he never did. Up all night, I won't quit thinking I'm gonna steal you from him. I could be such a gentleman. Till I saw my clothes would fit. I could be a better boyfriend. I don't need to tell you twice all the ways you can't suffice. If I could give you some advice, I would leave with me tonight. The universe must have defined it. Ladies first, baby, I insist. I could be a better boyfriend than him. I could do the things that he never did. Up all night, I won't quit thinking I'm gonna steal you from him. I could be such a gentleman. Till I saw my clothes would fit.
Thank you, guys, competitors and choreographers. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, I'm going to tell you something else about the UK. Okay, and I'll see if I can pronounce this right. I'm sure Debbie can help me. The Isles, the British Isles of the UK, is also a large archipelago. Do we know what am I saying that right? In Brooklyn, we say archipelago. It's off the coast of Europe. It's not a big country. In fact, you could fit all of the UK inside Texas 3 times over. But England is never far from the sea. In fact, even if you're standing in the dead center of the country, and you're still no more than 70 miles from the coast. Now, over here, we do a lot of swimming on the coast of Florida. But here's an interesting law in Florida. It's illegal to sing while wearing a swimsuit. So no singing on the, yeah, this is real. It's on the internet. Okay. All right, we're bringing up our next competitor in the intermediate advance, and it is Laura Gordon, joined by her husband, Anthony. And Laura's dance is called Soar.
Burn every fear, every doubt like a funeral fire. Scream every anthem and follow your reckless desires. Take back the crown that hangs at the gate. Ready your march, steady your aim. For the heart is a soldier that never loses its way. So raise your horns, raise them high, let them soar, dead or unheard. Shout from the rooftops while you still live every word. 'Cause the pendulum swings for those who dare wait, through flesh and through bones, when nothing escapes. So follow true north on the road that will lead you away. And raise your horns, raise them high, let them soar, let them fly up through the heavens forevermore. Let them rain down. Raise your horns. Forgive every fear that convinced you to put out your light. Show every flaw, every scar that this world made you hide from who you are, from who you are, 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 are. Raise your heart, raise them high.
Thank you, Lauren Anthony. Here's an interesting fact about Northern Ireland. Any Game of Thrones fans here? Northern Ireland has the most picturesque region and is home to more of the scenes from Game of Thrones than anywhere else. So imagine they must have, do they have like a museum or anything going on there now? Yep, probably. Yeah, and that's in Northern Ireland. Now, anybody from California in the house? Right? Well, when you're taking a bath, preferably without a donkey, it's against the law to eat an orange while you're taking a bath in California. I know. I'm, I'm saying there. The guy usually writes the reason. He goes, "I have no idea why this is, but it said they thought that the citric acid might react with the natural oils of the bath and cause an explosion. So it's just to save your life. So otherwise, it's okay. Eat that orange outside of California." Okay, our next intermediate advanced contestant is a co-choreographer. Here's Emma Williams, and her co-choreographer is from Germany. I get that right? Sabrina Butel. Hey, Sabrina. And their dance is called 17 Swing, and she is joined by Rachel. Nicole, well, I had a 50-50 chance of getting it right. Hi, Ray. Okay. Hi, Nicole.
Yeah, baby girl, you're so damn fine, though. Wanna know if I can hit it from behind, though. I'm sipping on you like some fine wine, though. When it's over, I press rewind, though. Talking bands, I got it. Benjamins in my pocket. I traded my truth for some robbers, and he's playing Batman, but he's gonna rob him. Yeah, I got the Glock in my robbery. 17 shots, no 38. Yeah, I got the Glock in my robbery. 17 shots, no 38. Yeah, she's fine. Wondering will she be mine? Walk past, I press rewind. See that ass one more time. And I got this soda. Remy boys, they know us. Fast money, no slow. No one can control. Yeah. And I got this soda. Remy boys, they know us. Fast money, no slow. No one can
Thank you, ladies. Okay, I'm going to tell you something else about Arizona because I'm sure you're going to want to visit. Oh, I got too many papers in front of me. um, I might have to tell you later. Okay, I'm looking up Arizona. But meanwhile, if you visit Alabama, anybody from Alabama? Oh, you live there now. Oh, okay. Well, I want to tell you this. It's illegal to drive while blindfolded. Yeah, that should be. You're very right, JP. That's a law that should probably be in all 50 states, if not worldwide. But only Alabama has it on the books. Okay, but in Georgia, there was something else you can't do. Was it the cake, the pie, something? I know. Okay, our next competitor in the intermediate advance is Anthony Gordon, joined by his wife Laura. He's number 64, and the dance is Can't Fake This.
Let's go. I've been chasing counterfeits and trying to find a fix, but all that I was missing was you. My hope was running out until you came around and showed me there was nothing to prove. Some would say it's unexplainable, but no, yeah, I know what you can do. You're changing my attitude. Your love is a whole new mood, something I can put my faith in. Oh, you struck a match in the dark. You're melting my plastic heart. This is real, don't have to fake it. Oh, you're changing my altitude. Your love is a whole new mood, something I can put my faith in. Oh, you struck a match in the dark. You're melting my plastic heart. This is real, don't have to fake it. Quit making sense, keeping up appearances.
Thanks to the Gordons. Okay, I'm going to hit you with two facts from Arizona since I skipped it. Arizona is one of the four corner states. Do you know what the other three are? Where they meet together? Scott lives in one of them. New Mexico, Colorado, Utah. Yes, Utah. And you can be in all four states at the same time when you visit the Four Corners Monument, where the boundaries of all four states are located, and you could stand on there. The other thing interesting in Arizona, they have a large crater called the Meteor Crater, and the NASA astronauts, especially the Apollo crew, were preparing for missions on the moon there. So I'm sure any day now, on his day off, Darren will be visiting so that he could, what was the word called that we did on that coaster earring, right into the crater. Okay, so if you're going through Arizona and you happen to be passing through Arkansas, though, it's illegal to sound your horn. I like that, sound your horn. We honk it in New York. At any place, you can't do this in front of a place that sells cold drinks or sandwiches, but only after 9 o'clock. You could honk like crazy before 9 o'clock. And I don't understand cold drinks. Wouldn't hot drinks be serious too? Yeah, no, they actually said to prevent overexcited drive-through people, going through the drive-ins, getting things all excited and everything. I guess they're easily excitable in Arkansas. Okay. Okay, our next competitor, number 65, we bring back Juan Gonzalez. And his dance is called I'm Sure He Loves You. Aw.
You missed him by 2 years tomorrow.
A hot-headed yet loving man went on a high note. And just like him, you are one tough act to follow. But you missed him by 2 years tomorrow. And my father was the one who used to hold me down. But I'm sure he's proud that I found someone to hold me now. And I wonder if he stood right there before you. Maybe he could see just how much I adore you. And even though you've never met, I'm sure he loves you. And now the only thing that matters to me is if I matter to you. And if you question my devotion, please understand you gave me all of these emotions. I've never known and never shown, and some are hollow. 'Cause you missed him by 2 years tomorrow. And my father was the one who used to hold me down. But I'm sure he's proud that I found someone to hold me now. And I wonder if he stood right there before you. Maybe he could see just how much I adore you. And even though you've never met, I'm sure he loves you. And now the only thing that matters to me is if I matter to you. I'm sure he loves 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 you. And now the only thing that matters to me is if I matter to you.
Thank you, Juan. Now, when Juan came out, he was our first competitor, and now he came again. Both times, I don't know if you heard it, but a balloon, a balloon broke. Okay, before I bring out our last competitor in the intermediate advanced category, I just want you to know if you ever go to Louisiana, anybody from Louisiana here? Okay, it's illegal for a woman to drive a car without her husband waving a flag in front of her beforehand. Now, my husband does that a lot when I'm parallel parking, but it's legal in New York. Now, the feminists should get on that because it's only for a woman. I don't know. But that's a real law on the books. Okay, here's our final competitor. We'll bring back Dustin Valcalda, number 6'6". And his dance is called You Should Know. I don't know.
I was in love with her, she was in love with me. At least that's what I thought it was. I felt her on my skin, but when the movie ended, she just broke my heart.
wanna dance, start this. Girl, just kiss me before you miss me. Till someday I'm gonna be a big star. Taste the moment before it's done. Before you go and break my heart, you should know I'ma be a really big star. And it was all, I knew it just like that. 'Cause she started texting back. I cried, ooh, she didn't come over, but I knew that someday I knew I'd be a really, 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 really big star.
What's up, Joshua? Joshua, can you do these lyrics? Can you do them for me?
You should know I'ma be a really big star.
Really big star. That's amazing.
Girl, just kiss me before you miss me. Till someday I'm gonna be a really big star. Taste the moment before it's done. Before you go and break my heart, you should know I'ma be a really big star. And it was all, I knew it just like that. 'Cause she stopped texting back. I cried, ooh, she didn't come over, but I knew that someday I knew I'd be a really, 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 really big star.
Thank you, Dustin. Now I'm bringing you back to Wales. This is two things that Darren has done many, many times. There's a place called the Leckwood Slate Caverns. Like this, you know it, right? They have a giant underground trampoline that offers adults playtime in the ultimate jungle gym. And they have just a lot of fun doing it. They have ladders, nets, slides, and everything. But it's gigantic. It says it's an old mining quarry. And but also in there is zip lining. And you could zip line for 3 hours. It takes you through a dozen zip lines where you go over high cliffs and plunging into caverns below. So you talk to Darren later because he's been there many times. Now remember, I told you don't go to Kansas and order a cherry pie a la mode, but apparently if you're there and you're wearing a striped suit, it says men wearing striped suits, it's illegal for people to throw knives at you. Yeah, you would think that most people shouldn't throw knives in general, but especially if you're wearing a striped suit. Okay. Yeah, he didn't. The man is really struggling with this because he wanted to know if women could wear striped suits. He wanted to know if men could wear other varieties of patterned suits. So he says, I'm going to go out on a limb and say it just doesn't. You shouldn't just throw knives at anybody. So that was his conclusion. Okay, we're up to now our final category, which is the phrased. And we're first bringing up number 70 is Emma Williams. That's Rachel. And her dance is role model. Model.
Make your mama get it done, get it, get it. Working real hard till we done, did it, did it. Breezing through the city like hello. Ain't nothing gonna stop me, baby, hell no. Everybody want a little piece of the action. Try to show up, let's talk, make it happen. Going all in, 'cause I can't fail. Don't you know the devil's in the details? There's no question.
Thank you, Emma. Thank you, Nicole. No. You're trying to confuse me. Okay. I got two for Georgia. Anybody in Georgia from Georgia here? You live there now. Okay, well, here's one. It's illegal to eat fried chicken with anything but your hands. So if you pick up a fork, saying, okay, well, this is even better. In Georgia, it's illegal to tie a giraffe to a telephone pole or a street lamp. Did they welcome you with open arms? And then this law, though, it's specific to Atlanta, so you're probably okay. It's in Atlanta. And again, this gentleman has questions. Is it common for people to have pet giraffes in Atlanta? Do they tie them to the telephone poles while they go shopping? Yeah, as I say, they said so. They figured the lawmakers must have said we got to do something about these giraffes. So, giraffes in Atlanta. Okay, we're going to bring up Dustin Valcalda, number 71. Oh, this dance you probably dedicated to me. It's called Iconic. Wait, let me put on my glasses.
You ain't seeing me win, well, I got some news for you. You'll have to get used to it. 'Cause I do not lose, this what I do, and I am not new to it. I'm on the road now, showing no signs that I slow down. This is the moment it goes down, yeah, this is the battle, the showdown. So who really want it? Yeah, who really want it? I'm feeling good, you looking exhausted. I'm taking limits and I go beyond it. There is a least and the greatest of all time, and I'm trying to be on it. I came here to conquer, I ain't gonna stop until I am iconic. Bring it on, bring it on. I'm taking on all of my enemies. I got the power, the energy. I'm the greatest who ever be. Bring it on, bring it on. This is my time and my legacy. When they talk about legends, I mention they mention me. So you better bow down. Yeah, you better bow down. You better bow down. Yeah, you better bow down. So bow down. Don't get it twisted. I know what you're thinking. I make it look easy, but you are not me, so there's no competing. Thinking we even tell it is creamy. I would get wiped out. A left, right, and then lights out. The left, right, and the tryouts. While I ain't left on the flight out. It's so embarrassing. Compared to each other, there is no comparison. To some it is confidence, others it's arrogance. I say it's both. It comes with experience. And you better watch me. I'm on the run. Nothing can stop me. I'm number one. And when I'm on top of the world, I'm screaming the top of my lungs.
Thank you. Thank you, Dustin. Dustin, I think you should put an asterisk next to iconic and call it fake out. That was oh goodness. Okay. I just have one interesting fact here about New York. As we say, New York. It's illegal to shine your shoes after 1 o'clock. So you got to get up early in the morning, get your shoes shined. But there's a couple of things that you can't do on Sunday. If you're in Ohio, it's against the law to sell cornflakes on Sunday. If you're in Minnesota, it's illegal to eat a hamburger on Sunday. And finally, in Florida, oh, this is a tough one. It's illegal to eat cottage cheese on Sunday. Serious. It's on the internet. It's real. Yeah. Okay. We're going to bring out our third competitors, and they are co-choreographers. Number 72 is Emma Willens and Anna Suzminski. And their dance is called Palm of My Hand.
You best believe I'm never underrated. Keep watching me, cause I'm the renegade, yeah. I'm guaranteed to get you elevated. It's so entertaining, don't need no explaining. Not playing with you, not playing with you. Just saying it's a lock, yeah. No doubt about it, see that trail I'm blazing. Sharp as an arrow, shoot straight to the top. I got the whole damn world in the palm of my hand. I got the whole damn world in the palm of my hand. I don't try to hide it, I just be who I am. I got the whole damn world in the palm of my hand. Got me feeling good, so I say it again. I got the whole damn world in the palm of my hand. I'm feeling hot, this energy's electric. Over the top and unapologetic. What I got is straight up certified poetic. That's just where my head is. Up there with the best, yeah. Not playing with you, not playing with you. Just saying it's a lock, yeah. No doubt about it, I ain't one to mess with. Sharp as an arrow, shoot straight to the top. I got the whole damn world in the palm of my hand. I got the whole damn world in the palm of my hand. I don't try to hide it, I just be who I am. I got the whole damn world in the palm of my hand. Got me feeling good, so I'll say it again. I got the whole damn world in the palm of my hand. Palm of my hand.
Thank you, ladies. Now, we already know you can't tie a giraffe onto a telephone pole, but in Michigan, anybody from Michigan? Okay, listen to this. It's illegal to tie a crocodile or an alligator to a fire hydrant. It's probably to save the lives of the firemen that have to connect the hose to the fire hydrant if there's an alligator there. Yeah. Oh, here's one from Jersey. I'm from New York, but I live in Jersey. It's illegal to slurp your soup in public. You could slurp as much as you want in your house, but once you're in public, you risk incarceration. And also in New Jersey, this I didn't know, it's illegal to purchase ice cream after 6 o'clock. Oh, I just did that the other night. Ooh, okay. All right, we're bringing up our next competitor in the phrase category, and number 73, it's Laura Gordon with Anthony. Oh, is this the blonde from, oh boy, what's your name? Hi, Megan, nice to meet you. And her dance is called Revive the Rhythm.
You've been gone for too long, I've been wondering, is your blood running cold? Yeah, firewall, gotta know, are you listening? I'm ready to go. Oh, let me up another round, like we're too high now to ever come down. Don't wanna stop, no tears allowed. I wanna stay high now, 'cause all I wanna do tonight is dance. All I wanna do tonight is dance, dance. 'Cause all I wanna do tonight is dance again. All I wanna do tonight is dance again. All I wanna do tonight is dance again. All I wanna do tonight is dance. 'Cause all I wanna do tonight is dance. All I wanna do tonight is dance. All I wanna do tonight is feel your breath in my chest, deep inside my veins. Feel a spark come alive. Lose your head, no regrets, tainted by the flame. Let's do it again and again. Oh, let me up another round, like we're too high now to ever come down. Don't wanna stop, no tears allowed. I wanna stay high now, 'cause all I wanna do tonight is dance. All I wanna do tonight is dance, dance. 'Cause all I wanna do tonight is dance again. All I wanna do tonight is dance again. All I wanna do tonight is dance again. All I wanna do tonight is dance. 'Cause all I wanna do tonight is down, 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 down. All I wanna do tonight is down, 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 down. All I wanna do tonight is dance.
Thank you, Laura, Megan, and Anthony. Now, my last fact that I'd like to leave you with, I'd like you to write this one down because this is really true. Everybody, does anybody here like peanut butter? All right? That delicious part of the PB sandwich. Well, here's an interesting fact, and this is scientific. Peanut butter can actually be turned into diamonds. Dan Frost from Germany discovered this if they mimic the conditions deep inside the earth. So by combining, write this down, peanut butter with carbon dioxide and placing it under immense pressure. That's the thing, the immense pressure. The process essentially extracts the oxygen, you're writing this down, from the carbon dioxide, and left behind the carbon results in diamonds. So the next time you eat that peanut butter sandwich, just think of all the money you're wasting, that you could be making diamonds. And before I bring out the last competitor, I just want to tell you that tonight, tonight before the demos at 5 o'clock will be the announcement of the winners in each of the 3 categories, and then they will compete with another set of, I think it's 7 judges, and then they'll announce 7 on Saturday night the champion. Okay, our last competitor is Emma. She's with either Rachel or Nicole. This is Rachel. They look so much alike, I'm sorry. And her dance is called Boom Splat.
Turn that up, Ricky.
I said forever on the very first day. I fell for you and landed right on my face. Boom, splat, stab me in the back, I'm bruised, bash. Threw me to the curb like loose trash. Left me in the past like who's that?
Who's that?
Damn, wish you would've told me that you felt this way. You've been stringing me along with every word you say. You hanging me out to dry, happened 1,000 times. I guess I should've seen it coming any day now. I thought we had it, loving the magic. You had the gasoline in the matches. Lit me on fire, spark up the passion. But I guess it really just wasn't what I imagined. Whoa, guess I gotta live with that, huh? Chest got a hole that could fit a Mack truck. Splat on the ground, I ain't getting back up. But I should've known better, cause I said forever on the very first day. I fell for you and landed right on my face. Boom, splat, right out of the blue like news flash. Thought I had control, but you crashed. Left me in the past like who is that?
No, seriously, who is that?
Splat hit the ground, but I'll bounce right back. Trust me, I ain't going down like that. Custom shirts, I had to dust the dirt off. Adjusted myself with the crown right back. Okay, I'm shining now. Had to get lost with you to find myself. And I find it kinda funny how the moment that I'm over this is, can I come over quick? No. You had your chance, but you blew it. You had me in the palm of your hand and threw it away. Now you say that you think we can do this again. Second chance, okay, do I look stupid? I don't need you here in my life. Please do not text me, I made up my mind. I do not want you here wasting my time. And next time around, I'll be taking my time. Cause I said forever on the very first day. I fell for you and landed right on my splat.
Thank you, ladies. Okay, I saved my last, lore on the books, my favorite, for last, and that's in Alaska. Anybody here from Alaska or visited Alaska? Well, if you visit, it's illegal to push a moose out of a moving airplane. So if you're going to push them, do it before takeoff. I'd like to thank everybody for coming this morning. I want to thank all the competitors and their friends. It's not easy doing this, and they've worked really hard all year. I want to thank the illustrious judges.
Thank you to Rosie Multari. Great job.
And if you want to join the USLDCC ABCDEFG, you can start at Fun in the Sun in July and compete. So good luck, everybody, and see you back here at 5 o'clock to find out who won the categories. Thank you, guys.
All right, we've got a little bit of open dance in here for the moment. Come on out for the vibe.
Baby, drop that thing on the floor. Come tell me what you want. I can't understand it. If your body language is all hunched up on your phone, acting like you don't know. You the hottest, you're the baddest, you're the realest. We don't need technology to go and feel this. Throw that thing in the air. Come show off what you wear. See it ready to try and let go of all the stress. Move your feet, get crazy with me. Let me know when you're ready to try and let go of all the pressure. Move your feet, get crazy with me. Let me know when you're ready to leave. When you're ready to try and let go of all the stress. Move your feet, get crazy with me. Let me know when you're ready to leave. When you're ready to try and let go of all the pressure on you. Me, I feel like there's a vibe. I feel like there's a vibe between us here tonight. Between us here tonight. Something we can't describe. Something we can't deny. Between us here tonight. Between us here tonight. I feel like there's a vibe. I feel like there's a vibe between us here tonight. Between us here tonight. Something we can't describe. Something we can't deny. Between us here tonight.
Sixes to nines. Hey, I'm Jill.
I want you to hold me, come and lay with me. Set aside your problems with me, baby. Save your conversation for the basement. I want you speaking in tongues. You know what they say about those. They come together, go together. You can't let them slip away. You can't let them slip away. Everything together, so unpredictable. But one thing I know for sure, you turn my sixes to nines. Frequently fly, we can't deny. No, speeding tonight. I know I'm weeping when I look in your eyes, and you're holding me tight. Where I love you and you turn my sixes to nines. You turn my sixes to nines. I want you to hold me, right with me. Set aside your inhibitions, maybe. Sometimes when it feels right, maybe it's alright. I want you speaking in tongues. Know what they say about those. They come together, go together. You can't let them slip away. You can't let them slip away. Everything together, so unpredictable. But one thing I know for sure, you turn my sixes to nines. Frequently fly, we can't deny. No, speeding tonight. I know I'm weeping when I look in your eyes, and you're holding me tight. You turn my sixes to nines. You turn my sixes to nines. You turn my sixes to nines. Frequently fly, we can't deny. No, speeding tonight. I know I'm weeping when I look in your eyes, and you're holding me tight, girl. Where I love you and you turn my sixes to nines.
Cold heart, just like